All right, my name is Jonathan. I work at Relay Health, and I am the leader for product development at Relay Health.
Okay. What drove you to this kind of career?
Well, I was really good with technology and with computers. It was really my passion growing up. And then early on, when I went to school, I realized that while I was good at computers, I really loved working with people through technology. And so I switched to a business management degree, really trying to set out to be that bridge between people who are good with technology and people that were really good with people and businesses. And I figured if I had both skills, I could do a lot of really cool things in order to grow my career and get a lot of experiences.
Can you tell me about another role that you've had before you came to Relay Health?
Sure. So previously I worked for a credit bureau and led a group that helped with identification and fraud products. And so when you're sitting there on a computer, like you are like, Jonathan, hey, I'm Jonathan and this is who I am. Well, how do I know that it's Jonathan? And being able to be involved in an area where my job was to unmask that consumer and prove that Jonathan was actually the person saying I'm Jonathan was a really interesting and curious thing, because you got to think like a bad guy a little bit and figure out how are they going to pretend that they're Jonathan, and how can I learn about that through what I know about technology and apply that in a way that really does a huge amount of good for companies and for consumers alike.
Thank you. Can you be a little more specific on what you do at Relay today? What are some of the activities you do during the day?
Sure. So I spearhead the product development organization. What that means is all of the developers and all of the QA testers do work for the business on building products and services that our customers really see a lot of value in. And so it's my job to make sure that we're connecting the right people together, and that when we're solving these problems, we're using really creative ways to make sure that we're solving not just for what we want now, but then also making sure that we're talking about what do we want 2 or 3, 4, 5 years from now, and how do I build on that to make sure that what I'm doing today aligns with this longer term goal. And that's a really exciting thing to kind of be involved in, making sure that I'm preparing for the future before I know what the future looks like.
Can you spend just a few seconds talking about what Relay Health does and what some of its products are?
Sure. So I'm reasonably new to Relay Health, but when you go to the doctor and they give you a prescription, you take that prescription, you go to the pharmacy. Well, the pharmacist then goes and takes that prescription and says, all right, can I fill this prescription? And what is it going to cost? And is this covered? And how do I make sure of all that so I can give the right medication to the right person? And so Relay Health really tries to do that journey in an effective way to allow you to have access to your medications at an affordable price, and making sure that you're getting what you need and you're not taking something that could potentially cause you other harm, like 2 drugs that may conflict with each other, right? We help with a lot of different services to make sure that the pharmacist and the companies that are providing you those medication services are doing the right thing in real time.
Okay. And just to close this out, can you tell us what your favorite thing is about coming to work every day?
So my favorite thing in life in general is finding patterns and optimizing those patterns. And so I look at opportunities here and I see a lot of areas where there's a lot of really interesting work. And how do I take the really cool aspects of that work and make a new pattern that is really quick and efficient and performs really well? And whether that's technology, whether that's people, whether that's like how we collaborate with one another, I view the world as interesting problems to solve, and finding new patterns and optimizing those patterns is really satisfying for me.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.